So today is really looking like that day that the market is going to get wild. SHIB has been waiting for this moment that it could really truly break out of its trend. Right now, SHIB has been in this descending wedge like we've been talking about here. And the last 5 days, you guys can see that SHIB has been banging its head on the top of this, wanting to break out, wanting to break through. Guys, these are again, big gifts. This is our gift zone for SHIB. And frankly, we've been waiting for this moment where the market is conducive for a SHIB breakout. And today may be just this, and I'll explain why in just a moment. Now, we know that there's something big that's happening today. We have the conclusion of our FOMC meeting that we've discussed before, and early this afternoon, it's going to be concluded. Jerome Powell will come out and give us his speech and let us know whether we're getting a decrease or whether we're going to stay the same. And while the likelihood right now that we're getting a decrease is very much off the table for this meeting, it's like a 3% chance. What we're really going to be waiting for is what their sentiment is for September. Are we going to get an inkling of the possibility of this happening in September? Is this going to be finally the time where we get our surprise interest rate decrease? That is what the market is waiting on. The sentiment always has more weight and more bearing than the actual cuts or increases or flat themselves. Okay. So we've now had a couple periods where the data has been conducive for an interest rate decrease. We just haven't gotten on board in terms of actually decreasing rates yet. We know we're lagging behind a couple other countries in actually beginning this process, but it is coming. And what I have to say is if we get some sort of gauge of this, if there is some positivity that comes from Jerome Powell, this is what we're looking at right now. This is the Bitcoin liquidation map. And you guys can see how compressed this liquidity has gotten, how compressed liquidations have gotten. Right now, BTC is sitting at about 66,126. And you guys can see that all the way up here, just at about 66.4, 66.5, this is where things get exciting. This is where the liquidations begin. If BTC shoots up to, 67K in a short period of time, there is a lot of liquidations that will begin to take place. This almost cascade of events will take place, and this will drag the overall market with it, Shiba Inu included, right? Now, if we get some sort of negativity, obviously there is long interest down below. It's possible to move to the downside. But right now, with this sort of stability that we're seeing from BTC sitting on top of our 20-day moving average, just kind of floating around in this range, waiting for our pump, it wouldn't surprise me if we get enough to really start making some moves to the upside. Now, as always, this is not a guarantee. This is not financial advice. And unfortunately, we very much heavily weigh on the words of one guy. That's where this all kind of sucks. But what you need to understand regardless is that the overall direction of the market is continuing to be the same. We're continuing with this reversal. All right. We're basically looking for our higher low confirmation here in terms of SHIB. We're still looking good. So we'll just have to be patient and wait for this afternoon. This afternoon is going to be our biggest gauge of what is to come in basically the next month and a half here. All right. So I appreciate you guys as always. I want to hear your thoughts, what you think we're going to get this afternoon. Do we start to correct and really start to surge back up in a big way? But have a great day. Show your love below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.